Good day, everyone. Today, me and my group mates will answer the essay on Module 3, which talks about the computer-based transaction processing. So, question number 1. How is backup of database files accomplished? Prior to each batch update or periodically or every few minutes, the master file being updated is copied to create a backup version of the original file. Should the current master be destroyed after the update process, reconstruction is possible in 2 stages. The first stage is a special recovery program uses the backup file is to create a pre-update version of the master file. The second stage is the file update process is repeated using the previous batch of transaction to restore the master to its current condition.
What factor influences the decision to employ real-time data collection with batch updating rather than real-time processing? Explain. The answer is transaction volume is the key factor. Large-scale systems that process high volumes of transactions often use real-time data collection and batch updating. Master file records that are unique to a transaction, such as customer accounts and individual inventory records, can be updated in real time without causing operational delays. Common accounts should be updated in batch mode. Real-time processing is better suited to systems that process lower transaction volumes and those that do not share common records.
Question number 3. There are 2 subsystems to the revenue cycle. What are they and what occurs within each? Firms sell their finished goods to customers through the revenue cycle. All transactions that include cash sales and credit sales are recorded and processed by this cycle of transaction processing system. Revenue cycle aims to record sales order accurately, to verify customers are worthy of credit, to ship product or perform services, to bill accurately, and to safeguard products until shipped. Revenue cycle transactions also have a physical and a financial component, which refers to the 2 subsystems, which are the sales order processing subsystem and the cash receipts, which are both processed separately. Sales order processing subsystem is responsible for receiving order, check credit, check inventory availability, pick and pack the order, ship the product, bill the customers, handle customer remittance, and deposit remittance in the bank. Cash receipt procedures are open mail and prepare remittance list, record and deposit checks, where the employee records check in the cash receipt journal and prepare a bank deposit slip, update accounts receivable records, update general ledger, and lastly, reconcile cash receipts and deposits.
So going with the 4th question, we have resource use is one of the characteristics used to distinguish between batch and real-time systems. Explain. So the difference between batch and real-time systems regarding resource use is that batch processing typically requires the use of fewer resources, including programmer time and effort, computer time, hardware, and user training. So a batch processing is a method of running high volume repetitive data jobs. The batch methods allows users to process data when computing resources are available and with little or no user interaction. With batch processing, users collect and store data and then process the data during an event known as batch window. So batch processing improves efficiency by setting processing priorities and completing data jobs at a time that makes the most sense. This device became the precursor to the modern computer, capable of counting and sorting data organized in the form of punch cards. The cards and the information they contain could then be collected and processed together in batches. This innovation allowed large amounts of data to be processed more quickly and accurately than by manual entry method. While a real-time systems, it also requires significantly more programming time, especially in the development of the user interface, often require much more computer time and more expensive hardware, even a dedicated processor, than batch processing. So a real-time system spans several domains of computer science. They are defense and space systems, network multimedia systems, embedded, automotive, electronics, and etc. In a real-time system, the correctness of the system behavior depends not only the logical results of the computations, but also on the physical instant at which these results are produced. A real-time system changes its state as a function of physical time. Example, a chemical reaction continues to change its state even after its controlling computer system has stopped. Based on this, real-time system can be decomposed into a set of subsystems: the controlled object, the real-time computer system, and the human operator. A real-time computer system must react to stimuli from the controlled object within time intervals dictated by its environment. The instant at which result is produced is called deadline. The result has utility even after the deadline has passed. The deadline is classified as soft, otherwise it is firm. If a catastrophe result, if a firm deadline is missed, the deadline is hard.
Number 5, last question. Give a brief description of each of the following documentation techniques: document flowchart, systems flowchart, and program flowchart. Document flowcharts describe the flow of documents and information between departments or units. System flowcharts portray the relationships between source data, transaction files, computer programs, master files, and output, including the form or type of media of each. And last is the program flowcharts, which it represents the logic of a particular program. Each step is represented by a separate symbol, each of which represents one or more lines of computer instructions. The order of the steps is represented by the flow lines. And that's it. Thank you for watching the video. I hope that our group imparted you with some knowledge regarding how backup database files work, factor influences the decision to employ real-time data, our two subsystems, the revenue cycle, batch and real-time systems, and the different documentation techniques. These are important concepts that we should know in studying and learning about accounting information systems. Thank you and stay safe.